So hi everyone, in this video we're going to cover everything that you need to know about the downswing, from easy drills and simple feels to the advanced moves of the advanced golfers. Something in this video for everybody. Stay tuned and let's get on the path to playing some better golf. So hi everyone, right, starting off the downswing guy, we have to have a look at the most important move of every golf swing, the transition, the initial move from the top. The move of champions. Have a look at McIlroy here. We've got on average 4 to 6 inches of lateral shift here. We've got a bumping of the hips to start the downswing, and the head's only moving forwards ever so slightly. Have a look at Tiger Woods on the right here. They're all doing the same things. This initial bump and just a slight sinking down. Now coming up, we've got a basic drill here, how you can feel this, how you can move down and into the golf ball here. Let's take a peek here. Love this angle of Oosthuizen. And you can see what a ball striker this guy is. And we can just see this initial move. Watch this hip separating away. This is the move here, people. Let's now have a look at this move, how we can film this before we move into other areas and other drills and exercises. I can't wait to share this. So hi everyone, this is such a good drill. Don't underestimate this. Let's get stuck into this. Now, I'm going to show you how to create some really good sensations and feels to get this most important part of your downswing. This is the moment of truth, the transition from the top. Creating separation. It's going to help your sequence, your power, your rhythm. It's going to bring your arms down and your body into a great place. It's a really important drill also for advanced players here. Now we're going to stand about 20 centimeters away. Now I'm going to place my palms here. I've got a mirror, but on the wall. And we're just going to get a feeling here. We're just going to move the hands slightly down the wall. And we're just going to get a bit of a stretch here with that lead hip moving forwards. Now you can push down just slightly into that lead foot, that left foot. There, just getting a little bit of pressure into the ball of the foot. Now, if my hands were to leave the wall, I'd get the right hip up high, don't have much lateral shift. The left leg starts to straighten. And I'm in a place for a lot of us, even the advanced players can get a little bit like this where we can block it and pull it. But the club golfer is really just coming down in an awkward place and then we have to stand up in it. So what we're going to do, you can get up, you don't have to be on the wall, but you can get this feeling of the hands just moving slightly down. Pick up your golf club, get to the top, and just apply that little bit of pressure. Don't forget, once that left leg, once we recenter, we've got lots of power, great sequence, and then we can move, straighten, extend. Guys, let's get further on into this series. We've got some great clips, some great drills. This is just about my favorite. What a belter. Let's keep going. So guys, right, separation drill here, looking at a bit of a different look. You know, this is we're going to throw a ball or create a feeling here. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to take our stance and where we normally would stand, and we pop the club out in front of you, okay? Get your arm sort of extended out so it's nice and straight. So you're remaining in posture, right? Just so that when that left arm is nice and extended. And from here what you're doing is when you're going to throw a golf ball, right? Or you're going to get your arm to move underneath here. You don't want to throw away all your golf balls. But what you can do is it really keeps this left side up extremely high. So the other way that you can get this drill is simply to get in there and get this knee to the shaft line or to the ball line before the hand does, right? And just get a feeling, use that drill, close up the gap, and you're going to get a feeling of where your right side is. You might feel it crunching up a little bit on this side. You'll get a feeling of the knees moving forwards. And essentially what it does is this arm acts as, you know, the shoulder being a wall, and it keeps this left side up nice and high. When that left side gets low, you'll get things moving forwards and you're not getting your separation. And as we know, you know, the angle of attack, the club from the outside, club could be steep, or just not getting that zip and that correct position that you need. So you can throw a couple of balls, essentially you can get this type of feeling, and then, you know, sometimes when you're making a move, you can do it with or without a golf club and then get that similar feeling. You're after sensations, you're after getting these strong feelings so that when you're hitting a ball and it's moving really quickly, you've got a big clear picture in your head, in mind's eye, of what's actually going on there. This is also a great way to get some really strong feelings of separation through the ball. So guys, I'm going to show you something here that really not a lot of people look at, and Your downswing move here with your elbow moving correctly and what the lead leg is doing, because we need to get some pressure on the golf ball. We want to stop standing up on it and flipping it. Now this position, what I'm talking about is really from the top of the swing, this elbow closing up and this lead leg having some flex in it. Now we want to be just pushing slightly downwards, closing up this gap from the top of the swing. The wider that you have this gap, the more that you lose angle, the more that you'll tend to stand up and flip fat shots, thin shots. And when this lead leg remains bent, it will tend to move further forwards. If it straightens too quickly, we tend to spin out of it and we get some troubles there, and lack of compression. Moving slowly down, there's your exercise, closing up the gap and having some bend or some flex in that lead leg. It's just such an important area, bringing this club down. It helps us recenter, and you've got plenty of time then later to straighten. We're not straightening up too early with this lead leg. You're going to get yourself in a lot of different troubles there with your iron shots. So guys, right, the slot position, closer you get to this position, the better you're going to hit it. All right, now you can just check this with your mobile phones. This will show you on WorldClassGolf.com. Now you can see that the club's coming in behind the hands. That's level with the hands, that's in front of the hands. All right, now when I get behind the hands, you can see that my lead wrist is slightly bowed. And this is what helps us shallow out or bring the club from the inside. So guys, right, the moment of truth, the slot position. Every single great player is in this position. How close are you to it? And the thing is, the closer you get to this position, the better you're going to hit it. It doesn't matter whether you swing high, whether you swing low, where you're from, what your name is. It's about getting this club head to come in behind the hands and in this position. Now, when you see Tommy Fleetwood coming down, or regardless of what player it is, this club head is coming down behind the hands, and we can see that it's pointed up on this side of 12 o'clock. Now, look, even looking at Nelly Quarter, what a great golf swing this is. One of the best ball strikers really out there. Similar positions, aren't they? They're exactly the same. And when we're looking at players that are actually getting up to the top, like Cabrera, that are across the line. Look at Dodge Kemi, a great iron player from the Asian Tour. Plays with cup wrists across the line. Great ball strikers still bring the club down in the same fashion. So we've got a couple of drills coming up here to help you get in a better position. Guys, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. There's so much stuff coming your way. And look, I'm teaching people with online lessons from all around the world. If you'd like a higher level of instruction at a better price, WorldClassGolf.com, Zoom calls, we've got Skype calls, we've got 65 different series there. It's 1,200 videos. Have a look at the club golfers, unfortunately, and they don't know they're doing it. And really, people, we should be in there filming our swings with our mobile phones, because who's not doing it? Let's now have a look at some great feels and drills and how you can get it closer to this slot position and understand it, because people, when you get it in here, it's just a great, great place to be. That club head with a clock over it, it's pointing between 12 and 1. And really, when you're filming your swing, you'll be able to see this, where this is. And this position here, when we get a line from the middle of the glove to the chin, we'll be looking at getting really a right angle. And this really helps us get that unbelievable impact position that we're after. We're seeing, unfortunately, a lot of golfers coming this way. The elbow's not working right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to feel this position, right? Just bear with me here, because it's a really interesting one. World Class Golf Instruction has over 700 detailed videos for every golfer. Practice programs and evidence-based material is applied in helping you to become your own coach and play your best golf. Join us in the chat room and join the community of World Class Golf Instruction. Now, just like how a fish's tail moves when it swims, what we're going to do is create a similar sensation. You can just see my hands there. If you can imitate something and create a bit of awareness, you're going to be able to get yourself into a great position. With this lead wrist moved into flexion, bowed slightly, this is the type of move. So here's what we do. First off, if you can just do this movement here, the right wrist breaking back on itself. Push the palms together, okay? Now when you swing back, you can see what my hands are doing here. I'm actually pushing a little bit the right elbow in, and I'm pushing the right hand, and we can see that this lead wrist is bowing down and that right wrist is really picking up in angle. This you can apply into your practice swings. What we want to do is get this elbow really to lead in. So if my right hip is the finish line, I want the elbow to get to the finish line before the hands do. And unfortunately, this is what we're seeing a lot of the time. And when we get this move, we're in front of the hands, and from here, it's difficult. We got the table tennis bat, red, black. We don't see the red side here. The red side stays away, but when it's coming down, really bringing that position, and this is where these great players are, people, getting that lead wrist to be bowed, getting this right wrist into this position, and from here we have a great chance to shallow out this plane and bring this club down from the inside. Really, it is the test here. This is the really getting into the moment of truth of where you are in this position. Guys, practice these positions, move yourself slowly through them first. You'll gather some sensations and some feels and get closer and closer to these great positions, evidence-based instruction. WorldClassGolf.com, guys.